About 3 years ago, I went through what I would define as hell. I flew from Los Angeles, California to Auckland, New Zealand, which is about a 12.5-hour flight. And I have an extreme fear of flying. Right after that, I got on a plane and I did a 2-hour flight from Auckland, New Zealand to Christchurch, New Zealand. From there, I went another 2.5 hours from Christchurch to Queenstown. And I really hated flying. I just can't tell you how much I hate it. I take Xanax to get on a plane. Queenstown is located in the South Island of New Zealand, which is an island nation, and it's in the remote area of the remarkable mountains. I want to focus mainly on educating you about my favorite place I've ever been. I hated going there, but I loved it once I got there. I want to focus on the things that people are attracted to the most, the adventurous activities they have, their spectacular views, and the history. It was originally founded in 1860 by 2 Dutch settlers who were looking for a place to graze sheep for like merino wool, which were used for sweaters and such. But in 1862 they found gold in the nearby Arrowhead River. They found gold in the nearby Arrowhead River, which is still now a very popular tourist attraction for people to go panning for gold. It created a boom in this area, which was very small, with just 1 or 2 main farmers there, and now it grew to a bunch of several mining towns. Today there are several resorts located there that many celebrities like to go to, including President Bill Clinton has been there several times. The main attraction, what brings a lot of people there, are the views. Lake Wakatipu is the central part of it. The town is right on the side of the shores, and it is home to several restaurants. And this, right in the picture, you can see TSS Earnslaw, which is a 100-year-old steamship that gives tours in the local area. In the background, you can see the remarkable mountains. Hence, that's why it's such a beautiful place. That's the name. From there's also Fromers and New Zealand on the web said that there are over 80 registered vineyards in the location that have 75% of them produce Pinot Noir wine at very premium prices because it's such an exotic taste. The most famous part about Queenstown, New Zealand is the Lord of the Rings and the movies that are filmed there. The Prince of Caspian from the Chronicles of Narnia was filmed there. Wolverine was partially filmed there. But mainly the Lord of the Rings trilogy was filmed here. And this is the DVD cover for the Fellowship of the Ring. This is the actual location where they filmed it. As you can see, they're going in this direction, but in reality, when they're filming, they were going downward. To make this scene, they actually had 2 statues on the side of the banks, about my height, and they used a wide camera lens and was filming directly from the surface, so that it makes it look very tall and very idyllic. But right down the river, they have where they founded bungee jumping. A.J. Hackett was the first location where they did bungee jumping in 1986. It's about a 43-meter plunge off the Quarry Bridge. And this attracts thousands and thousands of visitors every year, says Fromers. Also, a main attraction there is the Shiver River jet boats. It's a flat boat that is very it pumps your blood. Like you're going 100 miles an hour and you do like crazy spins, and like they'll go right against the canyon walls to make you look really scared and get you involved. And it's a very entertaining that attraction they have there. Also, they have these 4-wheel drive ATV type or Land Rover type excursions where they will take tourists to see the scenes of Lord of the Rings. They'll take them to see mining towns that have, and they'll get them really involved into like these wilderness locations. Seen here, they're driving through the Arrowhead River where they did panning for panning for gold, and also on this Arrowhead River, you have to drive through this river to get to a certain town, which is you cannot reach during the winter time because the water gets too high. It's very it's a very cool excursion going through that, and the water gets up to about above the what's it called, the front of the car, and they have these giant funnels to get the air into the engine. The most thrilling of the event there is the heliskiing, which you hire a pilot in a charter helicopter, takes you to the into the remarkable mountains, and you can ski off the side of a real mountain, and like it's a more thrilling scene, and very experienced skiers, more commonly seen there. Overall, millions of people go to this place because of these beautiful attractions, these great views. You can see the Lake Wakatipu there, these great adventures. Just I mentioned only a few, but the most commonly used ones, and the great rich history there. The hardest thing about going about this trip though was leaving. I really struggled to get to the airport. That's it.
Nice.